Now, next in our list is cross-industry innovation, how luxury retail is redefining hospitality. May we invite on stage Dr. Jinju Yeo. Please give her a round of applause. Thank you.
Well, good morning, everyone, ladies and gentlemen. It is such a pleasure for me to be able to hear and address such an esteemed audience here in Singapore today, and also to talk about a topic that is a little bit closer to my heart. So my name is Jinju Ha, and I teach luxury, and I also do the research, actually luxury. I teach luxury at Lyon in Switzerland, and also in other European business schools, and also now actually, I'm teaching in just Asian business schools as well. So I actually like to talk about just something that I learned and I have been witnessed actually in the last few years, so from the luxury industry. So the luxury industry, they have gone through such a radical transformation in the last few years. So we've seen this actually radical transformation, but we've never seen it actually before, for the past decades. So now, just actually there are some transformation that actually we see. But just this is the picture that you see a lot, right? So it's actually iceberg. So this actually picture will actually give you much more story than just 1,000 words. So the transformation that we see is much. It's just a tip of much larger transformation that we'll see in the next few years. So this transformation they will see, but then okay, so how do we know actually just how exactly that will unfold in the next few years? Or what is the specific outcome? Do we know that? Actually, we don't know it yet. But still, please allow me to share some of the key insights or key perspective coming from the luxury industry. So before starting, let me ask you a question. So I think, many of us, actually, we remember, the movie titled The Breakfast and Tiffany, isn't it? So such a classic and beautiful movie. So now, actually, when I saw that movie, then I was thinking, wow, actually, that's beautiful. And, I know that this movie, made lots of women actually dream of having breakfast and Tiffany's. But then, you know what? Now, you can literally have breakfast and Tiffany's, isn't it? This company, this jewelry company, they opened a cafe where you can have a meal, you can enjoy, just tea or coffee in a beautifully set up, beautifully interior, designed hotel, cafes. And also, if you think about Bulgari Hotel, it is designed by beautiful, jewelry brand, Bulgari, right? So now luxury retailers and also hospitality, they're crossing paths in such a, just a special and, quite actually fascinating way. But why this blurred boundary is happening? Why is it? Because we actually share this common goal. We actually want to deliver this incredible experience to our customers. We're just not in the business of selling just a product, or we just don't want to sell just a night or just a room. Well, before moving, so I would like to actually share some of the trends that actually they are shaping this luxury industry. Maybe actually this will give you some ideas as to where actually future trajectory is actually going forward. So first of all, experience. Right now, we talk about in the luxury industry, and I'm sure the hospitality industry is actually talking about it, right? So experience over mere ownership. So now, actually, many clients, luxury clients, actually, they place much higher value on the experience than actually, just having or buying, such a, just beautiful handbag. So now, just as you can see that, okay, so many people, even ultra high net worth individuals, they seek for such, private or, just one-of-a-kind memories or, just a very, personalized journey rather than having, flashing, just a handbag. Also, aspirational customers with a little bit more modest means, they're now spending selectively on the experiences like fine dinings or hotel stays they can actually really share with their friends than accumulating physical goods. In fact, now actually, as you can see from the statistics, by 2030, just more than 35% of actually, just the total luxury market will be accounted actually by, just the experiential luxury. So now, this is the signal that, just we're actually, just selling, lifestyle. And selling lifestyle matters as much as actually selling product. The next, digital transformation. I know that you will actually talk about it a lot, and you will actually hear that a lot, right? Digital transformation and omni-channel experience. We are constantly talking about it, especially right now. I'm talking in China. I'm talking in Asia, because Asian actually customers, they're extremely tech savvy, right? Think of just China's WeChat whole ecosystem, or India's mobile-first culture. So, just they are experiencing, just such an incredible technology. And then also there, just this luxury industry, they actually understand that. They try to actually provide this physical environment in their boutique, which is actually blending of, just a physical environment plus actually just the digital. So we see actually, all these retail, stores, they are all connected, just AR try-on, VR try-on, or, just smart mirrors, or, such a well-connected mobile app, just that connects your online shopping and offline shopping, just seamlessly. That is becoming such a norm in the fashion industry. Also, sustainability. The last trend, but, it's not the least, just everyone knows that, sustainability is actually becoming really important. No industry is immune to actually this sustainability movement. So now actually the ultra high net worth individual, our luxury customers, they're also placing actually higher value also on the much more sustainable operations. They're much more vocal about it. They're actually demanding for much more ethical operations as well. In fact, as you can see, just more than 92% of actually APAC luxury customers, they said, they're not going to buy any more, from the company. That doesn't really show their full commitment for this ethical operations. Now, just actually, just interesting, just survey result is that actually more than 55% of, luxury consumer, also in Asia, they said, they're willing to pay premium for, much more sustainable stay as well. So now actually this sustainability is just quite crucial. And luxury retail, they understood it. And then also they actually responded to this call for action. So by just showing that just carbon neutral collaboration and carbon neutral collections, or they're actually embracing all these circular economy business models, and then they're showing that just how they're actually sourcing, much more transparent sourcing, and they're actually just opening up to the audience, that okay, so to show, really demonstrate they're actually much more sustainable. So my question to you, so for your establishment, so how are you doubling down on this sustainability? Is it just a green building design? Or is it just removing your plastic-free environment? Or how are you communicating actually this sustainable movement actually with your customer? Is it effective enough? So when you actually think about it, then okay, so this is actually a great thing, good thing to do. It is ethical thing to do. But what, just in the long run, it will build your competitive advantage. So just now, yes, is the time to act. Okay, so this is some of very few macro trends. I know that my time is limited, so please allow me to share some of the innovations coming from this luxury retail. Maybe we can get some insight. Actually, we can apply also into our hospitality industry. Okay, so I am an academic, so my slide is not always beautiful. So please allow me to share this. Okay, so now actually you can see, just I would like, please allow me to, share, some of actually the innovations. So, there will be 6 innovations that I would like to actually share today. So now, first of all, is a retail as theater. So the luxury retails, they actually understood, just a retail shop is not just, just a place to sell their product. They are heavily investing, just on transforming this, flagship or in their boutique into much more stage where they can actually showcase their heritage or their brand identity or, their craftsmanship. So now actually this, this movement is becoming also the norm. And, let me give you an example. There's actually, the Gucci store in Ginza in Japan. I don't know, just maybe, just some of us, are from Japan. So, just in Ginza store, you can actually go in, then, you don't see there's a whole array of, just clothing or, bag or shoes. Instead, you will see, just also customers are just quite immersed into the stage, room full of, technology to tell them, how this brand is actually making their, product, or they're actually sharing their history, their brand identity. So this is a place where, customers, they can linger and experience, and then also create some emotional connection to the brand. So when you actually think about your, lobby, for example. So, is it the place that, so when you walk by, is it the place that, you can think that, customers actually get some experience? Or is it just a path through with sofas or, just check-in counter? Number 2 is about heritage and brand universe. Luxury retail, they're actually masters of storytelling. We know that, right? They leverage their brand history, brand legacy, and also brand actually their stories. They actually leverage this to really create the universe that a lot of customers want to be part of. So French haute couture houses, they invite these VIPs and to actually show that how they make a beautiful gown, or just actually it's the high fashion jewelers. What they do is that they publish a book full of beautiful collections that they've been actually creating so far, or they actually show actually some of the royal members who wore them, right? This kind of just a mixture of just a branding and artistry and history, it really creates customers much more let's say exclusive connection to the brand. So now when you think about it, okay, if your customer spend an afternoon in your hotel, then will they discover something new, something, some kind of history, new story about your brand? If not, how can you make that connection? How can you actually create some experience that customers can actually emotionally engage to your brand? Also 3, omnichannel personalization. So now, actually, they are using a lot of technology. They've been actually adapting technology, just quite early stage. So we actually don't think that just the luxury brand, they're far away from technology, but it's not true. Actually, they're really adopting lots of technology to really understand the customer, and also to provide much more omni-channel just experience as well. So, for example, the luxury online retailer Farfetch. They actually, just a pilot, some, just concept like augmented, store of the future, where you can see a lot of digital rack, clothing rack, and then just AR actually, or smart mirrors that actually really recommend, okay, so what kind of style that will actually suit you, or, just any, just a product that you try on, then, just with a simple tap, you can actually get the assistant actually, from the salesperson as well. So this kind of, omni-channel experience actually is really coming, just becoming the norm as well. But you know what, here, the key lesson is that, they use data. So use data and technology to really personalize, customer journey. So here, our goal is to have data-driven decision-making, and also 360-degree understanding of our customers to really provide much more personalized and bespoke journey as well. Okay, so the store to sanctuary. So Asian beauty brand, I'm originally South Korean, so just I'm crazy about actually beauty, also beauty in just the industry, right? Skincare, we all know that, right? So now in Asian beauty industry, they're actually quite innovative. So let me give you an example of Shiseido in Tokyo. So actually they transform their actual store into much more wellness center. What do I mean by that? This store is actually part store and part experimental lab, and also part spa. The moment that they go into the house, then just what the customer is actually given is actually smart bracelet, and with this smart bracelet, it all custom tailored this customer journey, and also track how these customers are walking around, and then whatever just a product that they try on, they can actually get checked out with a simple tap. Of course, they can always get some help from the person as well if they want. So they have just lots of different stations where they can actually experience this touchless product try on, or AR mirrors that actually analyze your skin product and your skin condition to really make the recommendation as well. You know what? This is not all about actually technology and gadget. So if you go downstairs in the basement, you'll be able to see this meditation pot or relaxing lounges where you can actually really unwind, and then you can have just nice time. So this level of actually experience is actually something that luxury customers actually want. They just want also, they don't just want actually product, but they want actually wellness. They look for much more just health. And then they also want actually skill building experience as well. So the next one is actually just high touch clienteling. So well, I talk about this AI a lot as well because technology is actually one of my also research area as well. But you know what? I actually know that technology actually gives a lot of benefit, but still, actually luxury retail, really the core, just let's say core competency is actually about human-centric and much more high-touch clienteling. So they actually really train their staff much more rigorously to really provide much more let's say just personalized connection to their customers. LVMH, they're actually notorious for staff training, isn't it? So just the customer actually goes into the boutique, and then what happened? They know actually the customer's previous purchase, customer's preferred style, or sometimes they even know that just what kind of just a personal anniversary, personal actually special day it is, right? So Cartier or Tiffany, just they send their handwritten note or champagne actually to their customers actually special days. So such a really small gesture, really actually it turns just a one-time purchase into much more long-term brand loyalty as well. So well, I know actually hospitality is doing quite well, but still, how can you elevate just your actually just your connection with your customer? So if actually fashion boutique actually knows that if they can actually recognize the moment that customer actually enters the boutique. If they can do that, then you can also actually recognize the client the moment that the guest walks into your lobby, isn't it? Okay, lastly but not the least, this cross-border collaboration. So we see that in lots of this luxury retails, they're actually going going for lots of different actually unconventional collaboration. So especially with the hospitality. So of course, this collaboration actually exists before, but now actually it's getting much more reinforced in much more innovative way. So now we see, I live in Dubai, and then I see actually this Bulgari hotel in Bulgari residences, beautiful, such a beautiful residences as well. So in collaboration with Marriott, they've been actually successfully, just implementing all this, just Bulgari hotel, residence. And then also they're planning to, expand it, by 2026, just a dozen more actual residences as well. But, okay, so it's great, it's beautiful, but, what actually does it mean also for the customer? If you're a fan of Bulgari, then, this is the place they can actually live, the brand, so this Bulgari-style lifestyle, isn't it? So the research actually shows that when this happened, this kind of collaboration happened, then this actually brand loyalty toward this brand, just from the customer, increased significantly. In fact, some actually survey shows that more than 70% of ultra high net worth individual, they actually say that they increase positive perception towards certain brand after staying such a collaborative just such beautifully designed hotels as well. So this is great, but then, okay, so what does it mean for hotels? We've seen that, just luxury retails going to, just also, going towards into, hospitality by opening, just a different hotel. For example, also Christian Louboutin, right? It's a beautiful shoes, right? They actually recently opened, hotel in Portugal. And then when you look at it, actually, this is actually a hotel that you also want to stay. So what kind of collaboration actually are you thinking about? Are you actually collaborating only with your, just within your industry, or, just are you actually thinking about having, I don't know, just utilizing underutilize your rooftop, maybe opening a product cafe? Or, just say if you're actually coming from the resort destination, maybe some Porsche, just a test drive experience. I can see that, some people actually, they're smiling in their heart, right? So this kind of collaboration, actually, just can think about, to really provide much more fresh experience, and then also attract, different kind of clienteling. Okay, so now I know that, I've been actually talking about, so this, cross-industry innovation, but, cross-industry innovation is actually, quite important. It provides you much more fresh ideas. So what I want to ask you today is that, okay, so if you're, just operating only in just actually traditional, let's say, hospitality silos, or are you actually, just opening up to actually, outside of your, industry? So let me actually share, some of the pictures here, just, okay, before, moving on, because I know I don't have a lot of time left. So, just say, okay, this is some of the sneak peek that, just you can actually have a look at. So, you wouldn't tell that this is actually, just a Gucci store, isn't it? You cannot find Gucci anywhere, but, it is actually art installation. Some Gucci store that I actually mentioned before, or, just you can see actually this is a Shiseido, actually, just also a store that I was mentioning. It's a beautifully designed, meditating pot, right? You don't know, what kind of actually, what kind of store it is. It's a Louis Vuitton, but just you can see that, just this Aoki, that's the famous, art installators, just a place, right? So what? So, okay, I know actually I gotta go. So, my last actually comment to you is that, just cross-industry collaboration is the future of luxury hospitality. So when you're just really operating only in silos, please get out of there because, your luxury guests, their expectation, they don't operate only by silos. They actually operate, just that they put, okay, so they expect, impeccable, just the experience coming from your 5-star hotel, but also they want everything blended, their demand blended in one place. They're actually having higher standard. So if you're operating only silos, break out that. Break out actually from the operating silos. And then if you're actually thinking about actually innovation, and then applying the technology, pilot the technology that you're thinking about. So this also, invite, the fashion brand or, invite the local artistry that you're actually thinking about collaborating with. So here actually, the collaboration industry, I know that, this was a little bit, just away from your, just core, but still I wanted to actually share this with you. And, thank you so much. And I really had a great time. And, I hope that, you have a beautiful day ahead.